Start. I can start.
You can start.
Okay. A very warm welcome on this Saturday evening, 8 p.m.
In the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, at least. That's correct. Well, welcome to this Facebook Live event, our weekly Facebook Live. Although it was a little bit busy, and there was a reason why we didn't do it on Friday, because that's normally our weekly Facebook Live day.
Although I think last week we said we wouldn't be on the Friday.
Yeah?
Because you were supposed to.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. My name is Arturo Mazzaro,
Oh, and my name is Claudia van Zuiden.
and we are the co-founders of CWA, Conscious World Agents.
That's it.
What we do, we write a post every week about a certain topic, and this week the topic is from being to doing. No? From you know, I'm so much in the being that I forgot the doing. So it's from doing to being. Okay. Well, it
Okay,
goes.
cut.
Over! We need to do over it again. Do it right this time.
Oh, gosh. Oh, what a week.
I'm being myself now.
Yeah, absolutely. So right. Thank God for that.
Anything else that we need to share before we talk about from doing to being?
Right now, no. Well, we can maybe say also why we didn't go live yesterday.
Yes? You tell?
You tell.
Okay. This week we both had COVID. Yeah. So, and that's a nice example of don't go into the doing, just be and relax and let the body recover and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
And this will definitely help to increase the speed of the process, to recover, to heal. So that's what we noticed this week.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so it's been a bit a fine journey with that. Yeah, so yesterday we could have gone live because you were not working, but I was in bed all day yesterday, so that didn't work really well. Any case, here we are, dedicated, and we want to share with you. And if you're watching, thanks for being here. Great that you're here. And yeah, we're going to share about from moving from doing to being.
Yeah. And well, let's first talk about what do we understand, or at least I, when we talk about doing.
Yeah.
Because we do the whole day things. But the doing is the hard work that we see people are really doing. They work hard, they work especially for other people very hard. They don't take time enough for themselves. They are in a reactive mode. They are pretty, how do you say this? They're when they got home after work, they are tired, and then they have the children, do other things, go to the sports club, and so on and so on. And at the end of the week, they feel really exhausted. And what's happening then is that the sympathetic system of our body is constantly doing something, is constantly alert of surviving, doing the right things, and so on. And we hardly take really time to get the parasympathetic system, that's the system that's bringing in the relaxation, that's bringing in that then the body can recover again. We hardly take time for this. And we are constantly in our mind, and we think society expects from us that we need to do this, because you cannot earn a lot of money if you don't work that hard. You will never achieve anything if you don't, how do you say this, work your ass off. So that's how we probably were raised, at least I was. So you had to do things to achieve things. And the nice part of this universe is that it only responds, I must say, it responds on energy, vibration and frequency. And once you're in the doing mode, you send out that you're still not there, and you have to achieve it, and you have to go for it. And that's a kind of energy that you will see then also in your surrounding. And everybody is doing it, and so that's also why you're doing it. What we try to tell you with this Facebook Live is that when you go from doing to being, it doesn't mean that you do less and that you're lazy. You don't work that hard, but you work much more smart with this heart. The being part is feeling yourself, being your authentic self. Have the guts to say no, or to say, well, let's take a time out. Take a deep breath for yourself. And then you feel the peace inside. You feel the ease inside of your body. And from that point of being relaxed, it's much easier to take decisions and to make decisions. But the decisions you make then, they come from a place where everything is in balance, where as well as the sympathetic system as the parasympathetic system are in balance. And from that moment on, as long as you give in to the society to work hard, and people don't like when you're being yourself, then I think you're in the wrong society. What do I want to say any more about this? Because I'm going from this side to this. Basically it's taking action without really doing anything. And the action that you do is coming from that place, what I just said, a place from peace, a place from being at ease, a place that you feel that you have control over yourself. And a lot of people are doing a lot of things, working hard, trying to control the situation outside themselves. And that's the doing part. And what I see in a lot of companies, but also in my surrounding, is that people, when they are too long in that kind of mode, the doing mode, the burnout is pretty close. People first get all these psychosomatic symptoms like headaches, high blood pressure, back pain, neck pain, all these kind of things. They don't sleep well. And these are the first really hard signals to stop and to say to yourself, how can I go from doing to being? Probably, and that's at least what I see in my life, the results will be better, the results will come sooner, and you don't have to work that hard for it. That's more or less what I wanted to say so far.
Okay, nice. Yeah, and I love it how you say that. It's about becoming aware, first of all, becoming aware of how you go about it, and then realizing, oh my gosh, these headaches or these symptoms, or when I come home from work, I'm actually exhausted and I'm engaging differently with my family than I maybe would if I wouldn't be so stressed, and all these effects that can have in small doses, but they can actually build up to very big issues. So to catch it, that's the key, isn't
Absolutely.
it? And I think sometimes we might all have to be in a situation that we have to do a lot of doing. And I think it doesn't only go up for work, it's also for other things that we do. So but not all about making money and all that. It's also with other things as well. And like you're saying, it's becoming aware of that and giving your body the rest that it needs, and things will come easier to you, and more that hard work than the hard work, as in doing
Yeah.
a lot and striving rather than thriving.
Yeah. And then that hard work and that striving, that's becoming the new norm then for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And once you're in this new norm, it's hard to get out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, we do hope that what we share with you is helpful. That's why we do it. People have asked us to share things about our experiences and what we noticed. So I would like to share also about how I see that from going from doing to being. And this week I was holding a webinar about feminine leadership. And let's not confuse that with female leadership. So feminine leadership is non-gender based. It's actually the qualities, like you're saying, the softer, the nurturing, the caring, the compassionate, the empathic, creative, intuitive qualities that we all have, male and female. But because we have thought the norm was the doing, the active, the goal-oriented, and that kind of energy, and we would call that masculine traits, have been the norm. They've taken over the way how we see, for example, in the Western world, very much how people roll in business roles. Those feminine qualities have actually been dormant. And Carl Jung already speaks about this. He speaks about the anima and the animus. And the anima is that those qualities, the feminine qualities that are dormant in the masculine, in masculine consciousness, and other way around in the feminine consciousness. So we need to reawaken them. So they have been dormant. So what happens if they're dormant? We don't activate them and we don't apply them. So one of the things that I was shocked with one day when someone told me, and I was asked to check up for a workshop for doctors, for GPs, when they were really under a lot of stress during COVID in the UK. In their training, they had never heard of self-compassion. They'd never heard about how to apply self-compassion for the doctors themselves, because they were really struggling, and a lot of them were, stressed and had burnout symptoms and so forth. But they didn't know how to care for themselves. They know how to care for others, but they didn't know how to care for themselves. And those qualities are the feminine qualities. So if we start to apply them more, we get a more balanced way of living. So we need to learn and unlearn just to work only from what we have called the norm, the masculine traits. We have to look at more what can we put in our daily lifestyle that also keeps that in balance. So you can ask yourself, for example, what do I need to feel more in balance? What can I do? Is it self-compassion? Is it being more kind for myself? Can I treat myself to something nice? I was coaching a lady this week, and she really works very, very hard. And for her, it was the norm sometimes to send an email out at 2 a.m. in the morning still, because her boss had sent it out to her at 12 o'clock at night and expected to have a reply back in his mailbox at 7 a.m. in the morning. And she changed all that. She was like, I'm not doing this anymore because it's unsustainable. I get sick. I don't sleep well. And she said a lot of people can have the physical effects of all this stress. But I see that with a lot of people. A lot of people have found the norm working 24/7, and that's just not healthy. So how can we apply that? How can we apply those feminine qualities in our daily lives? So my experiment was, what if you would apply some compassion to yourself? It's something that you have sort of beaten yourself up with. Oh, I still need to do that, or I haven't done that yet. Or how can you apply some compassion to yourself? And if you would do that, for a whole week, for example, you would just every day check in with yourself, apply some compassion to yourself. How would you feel after a week? You're starting to have a deep breath all of a sudden. But that's actually what can happen when we start to do that to ourselves. Then this parasympathetic system can kick in slowly, because the mind is responding to what's happening in the body, and vice versa. So it's very important, I feel, that we start to look at these qualities, to learn them again, and know that what we have been taught, what is the norm, especially the millenniums, they've seen this example. After the Industrial Revolution, it was all about, go, 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 go. But we haven't learned to balance it. So my advice is that people learn these skills more, like mindfulness practice, or doing some relaxation, or going into the nature, or some creative things, or painting, or reading, or doing some yoga, or Pilates, or Tai Chi, whatever. But do something where you're not doing something. And then, indeed, when that's more in balance, you will notice things will start to change in your life. And you won't have to strive anymore. You will start to thrive. You will start to flourish. Because the real you, because you all have those innate qualities already, can start to emerge. And it's like with everything else. If we plant a little seed, we have to water it, and nurture it. And then things start to grow. So it's you already have all these things, but now it's like, what can you apply? Do it for a week every day. Go to what part can I give myself some compassion for today? What I thought I had to be doing, but I haven't done, for example. And that's okay. And tomorrow is another day, and I'll look at it if I then am capable of doing it. And if for some reason you're not able to do it, that's okay. And just notice what happens. If there's something happens also in your physical system that is different. So for us it was this week like that. It was like, okay, we had to do less physically. Couldn't go out and about and working like we normally do, but it was like different. So and that's also very good. There's a part that can, like you say, you recover quicker often in that way, because your body gets the time, is allowed the time to heal. And here we are. So hopefully tomorrow we will feel a lot better again. And then we've gone through this as well. It's been an experience, and here we are. So thank you for watching, and we're going to keep it a little shorter tonight, because it's Saturday night and maybe you have some other nice things to do as well. But we're really grateful that you're watching. We have sent out an email today about some things that we have on the agenda. So if you're not on our mailing list, then write us an email at consciousworldagents@gmail.com, and we'll put you on our mailing list. Or go on our website and you can subscribe as well, and you'll get emails like that as well. consciousworldagents.com, and you will find something on there. Now, and for me, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Stay well, stay healthy, and see if you can have a little bit of a restful weekend, if that feels good for you.
You said something in your story about learning and unlearning, and immediately the Yoda came back in my mind. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, don't try.
No. Yeah. Well, it was in that scene, but also you have to unlearn what you learn, and that is.
That's so true.
And that's so true.
Yeah.
You have to unlearn the hard working, the hard doing part, because that's what people told you to do. That's how you learned it, and how you think you can. That's the only way to reach your goals, to be happy, to have a wonderful life.
Meaningful life, yeah. Well, slow down, and relax as well. Any case, thank you so much for watching. Bert is watching.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. Thank you, Bert, for watching. And who else has been watching? It's great that you're here. Have a wonderful evening. And please share what you have found helpful, if you've ever been on a course with us, sort of what you've learned in that way, moving from doing to being, and how that has helped you already to become more aware, to slow down, to speed up.
That's it.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Time to stop.
Yes, I think so.
Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Any case, goodbye, and
Bye-bye.
thanks so
Ciao.
much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.